want to welcome everyone to KOTR's Truth Portal. Tonight I want to discuss a few things. There was a live. I want to welcome everyone to KOTR's Truth Portal. Tonight I want to discuss a few things. There was a live. Sorry about that. There was a live stream shared earlier, and I was watching it and also interacting in the chat a little bit. It just kind of brought up some things with this, everybody's claiming fake media and stuff. I want to give you, go over a few things on how to research, some tools we can use to help fact check. Like tonight, the stream, it was stream was shared by Agent of Truth. I'm also going to leave some links in the description here. Check these guys out. They're awesome. They report good news. They're always on top of things. You guys know I'm more into other things by now, but I do have the Truth Portal. The Truth Portal covers a variety of things. How-to for survival, preppers, to some news. It's more for educating on certain things. So that's why I'm coming with you tonight on this, because it kind of bothered me. I've just seen a few people ask questions. Well, how do we know who's telling the truth? And it brought up a good point. I guess somebody they were subscribed to went live, and they said that there was a shooting at Standing Rock or around that area. 5 people were shot. I guess dude wanted to claim he was a Fed, this and that, and with all this fake, people labeling people fake media or reporting fake news. And we had that gunman the other day. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So how can we protect ourselves? How do we know when people are actually telling the truth? Well, one, question everything here. I don't care if you know the people, their streams. Go back and fact check and research it yourself. There's a lot of things we can do to make sure the streamers are reporting, especially on YouTube. There's a bunch now. Everybody wants to investigate, report the truth. And that's why I'm going to put the links into some of the ones I listen to. And you can't get your sources off the mainstream media and believe everything they're saying. Those days are done. They've lied to us so much. And that's what it's about, spreading the truth, educating people. Like I was saying, some dude reported it, so they went live, and they basically tried to get him on their stream, because, things, I guess it was in the stream they was watching, and then things were adding up. And there's a lot of ways to fact check. I'm going to share Broadcastify, this live scanner. Simple. You can upload it to your phone as an app, or pull it up on your computer and listen to the scanner in whatever state in the United States you want to. There's some counties that don't offer it, but it's another resource tool for us to be able to fact check something. And right now, I know over in North Dakota, they're getting hammered with blizzard-like conditions. And for anybody can help those guys out, because there's last I heard, somebody said 8,000 people there now. If you guys can help them out, know people around that area, you can send them some money, just send them firewood and stuff, food. That's the way we can help contribute to people. You know, and we got to look out for each other. I'm going to look out for people by bringing information and educating where I can. Like I said, Broadcastify is an awesome resource tool. It's one of those where as you can see, I'm just going to share screen. This is what it looks like. The website, the link is in my description. And it is as simple as clicking on listen. And you basically choose a state. See, everything's highly unique. I live in Ohio, so let me see what I can pull up in Ohio. And it gives me Ohio State Highway Patrol, Branch, Hillsdale, Lenawee, Jackson, and Williams County Sheriff's and Fire, Alberton, Mill Creek Fire Department. It's just showing the Turnpike. They're always busy. Like I said, you know, quick and easy way to find out something's really happening. Pop up on the scanner. And quite apparently, the Turnpike's kind of dead tonight. Go figure. This one. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you live out in the country. All right. I bet you this one's busy. I mean, it's almost the murder capital of the world right now. Not quite, but it's getting up there. Like I said, it's that easy. So an incident like tonight when somebody tried to say that there was 5 people shot, hey, you could just pulled this up. If you know the area, type in, just click on the state. It was North Dakota. And, well, I'm not quite sure on the county, so we'll just do North Dakota. And, of course, my computer's being sluggish, but you guys basically see and get the point. And because I didn't enter the search criteria, it didn't want to take me there, so. Which is cool. You guys get the point. But I will show you. I'll do it right. Or I'll just go this way. A little bit easier just clicking on the map. I think it's in the Morton area, if I remember right. If I'm wrong, and that's the other thing. If you catch them and they're wrong, hey, post it in their chat, let them know. I mean, I don't have somebody. It's just me doing the stream. So when I'm using Google Hangouts, I really can't monitor I struggle to monitor who's actually in my chat room. And it doesn't look like anybody's in there. You know, like I said, you can click on any of these, and it'll bring them up. And like I said, if there was an incident, it would have been on the scanner. I mean, yeah, they've got their quiet scanners. That's the other thing. For those of you who've got CBs, you can tune in to certain channels on the CB and pick up what's going on. Especially, right now in this area, I know they got the blizzard in temps. So, everybody's, like they pointed out in their stream, it takes an hour just to get a message back from somebody over there. Prime example, I lived up in North Carolina in the Appalachians. I was right up by the Continental Divide. Well, my cell phone would only get service in where we was living, but if you go down the mountain to Wilkesboro and almost all the way to Virginia, you had no cell service unless you had their carrier. Certain spots you just lose cell service, and we didn't have internet. We had to use Wi-Fi, which is why I kind of disappeared for a year and a half. But once you got into Boone or West Jefferson, you had, cell service. So it's just using what you got. And, weather wreaks havoc on stuff. Then you get a bunch of people together, everybody's trying to tweet and text. Yeah, information's going to be kind of slow. That is one. Like I said, there's many ways to fact check other than, hey, somebody says it, go look it up on the internet, type it in. To the government site, .gov site, where you can check out bills and laws being passed. Don't ever take anything for granted for face value. Always question. Something don't feel right, check it out. And, since I know a lot of people's I'm not going to get a lot of subscribers from a lot of people because my beliefs are a little bit different. But on that matter, especially anybody, the links I've shared, show respect to their channels. Be respectful. Don't judge them on their beliefs because they do report great news. Each one of them is gifted in their own little area, just like I'm gifted in my area. It's all about supporting each other. And when we do find somebody that did like tonight, said what they did, fact check it, research it. If they're lying, hey, I don't believe it. Or like they tried to invite him in their chat and they wouldn't come in. And then, there might have been more to it. That's why I'm not naming names on that one. The event never happened, so anybody that heard that there was 5 people shot at one of the camps at the Apple, it's wrong, false news. Other things to look out for, especially some of us that have, like me, I usually do my recordings and stuff off my XSplit broadcaster because there's just so much I can do with it. For people that are new, don't really pay attention or just catch a glimpse of something, watch out for green screens. I mean, especially with the software out there today, you can create and do a lot and make you look like you're somewhere else and not. They brought up a good point. They don't show their face. That's my picture, real picture. I don't like my picture taken. I don't like being on cam. But just so people can see, that's me. And that's the only time you're going to see me. At least until I get resituated. I'm still in the process of unpacking. Then I might do some stuff. But yeah, you got to watch out for green screens because, I mean, some of the programs out there, you can make it look like like you're sitting in front of a real set, or you're sitting at Mount Rushmore streaming, and you're actually right there from your home. And, you know, especially those of us who are gamers and used to do live feeds from gaming, we love putting different backgrounds up behind us, making it look like we're someplace else, or making it look like we're in the middle of an arena while we're playing, you know, and live streaming. It's just the effects. And you can usually spot out it. But, you know, that's spot out a green screen if you pay attention. Because, I mean, XSplit, you can sit there, play for chroma keys. I mean, all you got to have is a red, green, I think, I'm not sure if it's blue, drape behind you, and you can do a green screen. So, you know, like I said, watch their streams, listen to what they're saying. You know, if you feel something's wrong, fact check it. We got to quit being lazy and taking shit for granted. It's time we fact check, double check, triple check. Because, you know, people are starting to throw that fake media out there and putting blame, like, you know, I called it on the PG thing. Like I said, if anybody caught my stream from last night, I'm not going to use the word. Just because, you know, seems like every time it's mentioned, stream goes haywire, or your account gets banned, or your videos don't get the views it should be getting. But I do got to subscribe. Somebody I'm subscribed to, Earth and Stars, I think that's how he goes by. His link's there. He's covering everything on the PG thing. I mean, he's on top of it. I know he posted, first stream I seen from him this morning, it sounded like he kind of got some grief. Don't give these guys grief, especially if they're reporting the truth. I mean, I might leave a comment here and there if I think, you know, hey, other than that, I still respect their channels, I respect their chats, because the simple fact is, he's out there doing investigative work. You know, like the warning I gave him in his chat, on a comment, is just be careful chasing signs and symbols, because when you start seeing something, you think you see something, your mind will start playing tricks on you and start seeing something everywhere. But I truly believe there's truth into that PG thing. And he's doing a good job covering it. He's bringing up some good stuff. But as a web designer, graphics artist, and an artist, you know, I've done it from web designs, making business cards, doing graphics for people. People look at images, see it, well, that'd be a cool logo. You know, he's brought up some images that I've used for other people's logos, because it just simple fact that they thought it was cool. I didn't know there was any meaning behind it. I'm kind of a little shocked at that, because I'm good at, that's one of my expertise is signs and symbols. I mean, I have an occult background. And, you know, signs and symbols, they start pointing at some of that stuff out. It's like, wow, I didn't know that. But then you also got to, you know, you got to kind of play devil's advocate with some of these things too. It's like, well, some people just think it's cool. It looks cool, and they can make a good logo out of it, and they don't know any better. So the purpose is educate. Just like I educate the occult stuff. You know, not everything you hear about us is true. In fact, 90% of the stuff you hear about us isn't true. But I try to keep that separate from, like, this. I mean, my whole idea when we created my magazine, KOTR, and we ran it since 2010 to 2012, we covered everything. We covered religion, music, you know, prepping, government, anything and everything. Anything that was a part of us, meaning the people that worked on it, it was in that magazine. Yeah, the magazine was 200 and some pages long, a monthly edition, but we covered everything. There was some we had some conspiracy theories sites that we was part, that was part of it, that send us stuff. We'd post their stuff. We didn't discriminate. We don't judge other people by who they are, what religion they believe. There's truths to be learned from everything. You just got to be able to take the lies, the dogma, and put it to the side and learn. Basically what I tell people, follow that inner voice inside you. It won't lead you astray. And learn. I love a good debate. The stream grows, and as I get some more people involved with it, to do some of the other sections that we had in the magazine, you'll see that we'll cover a diverse area of subjects. I'd like to get a couple Christians in so their views and stuff are being brought out there. But, what I ask on that one is it will be respect and have an open mind to the rest of us, each other. I'm not going to throw my views down your throat, but if you're listening to something of, like, say, you see me post passing disciplines or anything that might sound occultish, don't tune in. If it's not your thing. Truth Portal, is this your thing? Tune in. You want to hear about prepping, news, do-it-yourself stuff, survival tips, or simple research, how to research things. I'm going to keep doing the Truth Portal till I'm going to see if I can't get my friend that's a prepper, steampunk rebel, to come on and do a few things, because he used to do a lot of things on my websites. And he used to post some articles in our magazine, and he was awesome at it. Or if one of you guys out there that are into prepping and wanted, hey, come on board. Send me a message. We'll work something up. Because, I got my areas I like to expertise. This is one of my areas that I love. So I'll occasionally do stuff, but I'd like to have somebody who can do it full time, bring people in. That's the other thing. I think Under the Stars was talking about it, getting off YouTube. Yeah, like I said, I think he got quite a little bit of grief, and he shouldn't have, because he's doing a good job. Everybody I put on there, I don't hide my subscriptions. Check out my subscriptions. Yes, you're going to find gaming, you're going to find occult stuff, but you're going to find a bunch of new stuff, prepping, do-it-yourself, projects, everything. This is pretty much on my main channel. I have a couple others where I probably will eventually move some of this stuff to. That's not. Right now I'm not gaming, not really building websites. I have my own platform and server. I'm just focusing on this because, after this year, the way I sat back and watched things, how the elections went, division, it's time we get out there. I'm not a big, like the WikiLeaks thing. I don't know what to think about that because it's hard to fact check and research. I like it, but at the same time, I don't want to report too much on it. Just like I listen to Alex Jones. And truthfully, there's times where, I got to tune him out. Just the stuff that comes out of the side of his mouth, it's like he has no respect for other people's views and beliefs. That's my personal opinion. I know there's a few others out there, but other than that, I love the show. I love the website because I can go there, I can trace the leads, read an article, and follow the links and fact check that way, and then go to other sources. That's the thing. When you're on news page sites, follow their links. Fact check it for yourself. That's important, especially now with people calling people fake media. We have the right to investigate. We have the right to report. But we also have to be careful not to slander somebody. I was a victim of slander. I know what it's like. Not fun. because you'll always be judged by that until you make them retract it, and half the time they'll retract it, but they won't write an apologies, or if they do, it's in the back of the newspaper or back where it doesn't matter. And that's what we need to do with these streamers on here on YouTube. There's so many. If they're telling you false things, and you fact check it and you find it out, come to people like people I list here. Come to me. We'll go over your fact check. Then we'll do a broadcast and put them out there. Because it only takes one bad apple to ruin it for everybody else. And, you know, we've seen it time and time again with provocateurs, the government staging false flags, paid actors, or George Soros paying people to protest and cause violence under a name. You know, it's out there. It's up to us to do the research and see for ourselves, and then report the truth. Or if you don't like doing live streams, write an article, post a blog. Make sure you leave your links so other people can fact check your work. You know, that's something I'm trying to keep up on instead of just jumping. I won't jump right on and live stream when I hear something. I want to be able to fact check it first. The only time I'm going to jump on live stream, and usually I'm not doing that because it takes a little preparation to get my stuff together for anything dealing with the occult, because I want to make sure what I'm bringing to everyone is as accurate as can be, just not my opinion. Because, you know, we get people that start subscribing to us, you know, hey, they latch onto our opinions, and sometimes, you know, there's, like I said, there's a bad seed in every group. You know, police department has it, and that's another issue I'm getting tired of seeing. These cops killing people and walking away, or hung juries. It's like, I keep preaching and talking about it. There's a double standard in the law, and the law should apply to everyone, especially them. They hold an office of trust. They are violating their trust. And I don't dare go out there and blame every cop. I would not want to be a cop, because you don't know what you're going to walk into when you pull somebody over, when you go to somebody's house. I've got the utmost respect for them and what they do. My message to you guys are, police yourself. You've got a bad seed, you know it, get them out of there. Quit protecting them. You know, I'm all for the body cams. That protects you and me. It makes us both feel a little bit safer. You know, I was watching a news report, and I don't know, it's Fox 10 in Phoenix. Like I said, you can find anything you want on YouTube. I just seen it. It looked interesting. Police department understaffed. So now they're trying to take people from detectives, people from special units, and these units are so stretched already, they're just making it worse by taking them because they need more people on patrol. You got cops going in Phoenix, I guess, in this area of Phoenix, they're going to houses without backup because there's nobody to back them up. You know, we got to quit. You know, yes, there's bad cops. We got to get rid of them. We got to prosecute them same way you would prosecute me or you that's listening. We're just a common Joe. There ain't no difference in the law. It applies to everybody. There's no double standard. And it's time we start forcing that issue. And I'm not saying go out there cause violence, because I'm not about that either. I got my own views on that, and I'll keep them to myself. I'll save that for a rant one day. But we get so caught up in certain things. Be Rich was another good live streamer. Dabu77, awesome. I mean, these guys, they work their asses off to bring you guys good, factual truths. Like I said, check out my subscriptions. I mean, I got those guys featured. I've got their links on here. Check out their pages. I know I've seen a couple people in the comments on that stream comment, well, how do I know what's true? You got to be able to fact check. You know, I tried to do a video earlier, my first video on here, on my stream. It's about fact checking. It's not the best because, well, first video since '09, other than live stream gaming. And when you live stream gaming, you're just focusing on the game and everybody, not the people watching. So, plus I have my own issues. I don't like hearing my voice, don't like my video, don't like my picture being taken. So, yeah, you're not going to get no editing from me. But like I said, if I say something and you find out it's wrong, show me. Don't just hit that little, don't flag me, thumbs down me, bring it to me. If I don't come back and recorrect it, then go ahead, thumbs down, hit that flag. Do that for anybody that's not reporting the truth. But at least go to them first. Say, hey, you got this wrong, here's this information. A good reporter will take that and say, oh, shit, I was wrong. Let me go do a stream real quick and correct my mistake. You know, like I said, I mean, I listen to Alex Jones. Truthfully can't stand his politics and views. And, well, and other things, but there's a lot of stuff he talks about that sometimes he's been proven right more often than he's been proven wrong, so I like a lot of the other reporters on there, though. You know, and don't be afraid. Drudge report, I mean. Great tool. Use it. You know, you want to go find media, look it up there. And just follow the link. Like I said, it's all about following those links. You find something that don't sound right? Take it, Google search it. If it's a bill or a law, go to your state legislature branch. Everyone has one now, and look up the law. Look up the bill that was passed. If it was in Congress, you know, go to government.org. Type the bill's name in. If you want to see what executive actions have been posted, go to whitehouse.gov. I mean, yeah, then we get stuff like the PG thing. It is hard to fact check that. You know, to me, I think there's a lot of shiny there to distract us from the real, but I think there's a lot of truth there too. Dude's already got caught up in a lie. You know, hello, you told the BBC there was no basement, that you had a basement, and you told another news agency you don't have a basement. Which is it? You know? So, yeah, there is truth. I mean, the other thing is, like I said, when you start getting into signs and symbols, you're going to start seeing stuff everywhere. It plays with your head. Like I said, I leave that to people like Enter the Stars. He's good at it. He's been reporting good stuff. And for those people who've been bashing him, hey, mark it off. He's doing a good job. We don't want to be running people off YouTube that's reporting the truth. Because, you know, I've been a website builder. Like I said, I've got my own platform. I use open source for my websites. They run great. But every now and then they have a glitch. My personal website's been down for about a month and a half now, all because I went to update it and I did something wrong. And I'm slowly trying to figure out and fix. You know, when you got to go through a bunch of code, well, it sucks. But I finally got it fairly tracked down, so I should have it up and running in the next few months. But like I said, now I'm focused on this. So. And I'm eventually going to build a website just for this. With the open source software I got. I'll be able to live stream right from the website. You never have to come to YouTube. But I am going to come to YouTube because I want my information out there everywhere. I'm not going to let some idiots run me off. You ban me, I'll create another account. You know, there's haters everywhere. I'm not hating on no one. Bottom line, if I don't like what you're saying, I'm not going to tune in. You don't like what I'm saying, don't tune in. Thumbs down it. I don't care. Apparently my message isn't for you. It's for somebody else that comes seeking. I will not turn anybody away. Don't care what your belief, faith is. As long as you're not hating on other people in my chats, I don't care what you comment. I don't monitor my comments. I'll check them. I'll leave. You put something else, I'm going to leave it there. I don't care. Freedom of speech, guys. I believe in the Constitution. My last name can be found on the on the Constitution. So yes, Drew Lima. Oh, it's part of my name, but it's not my full name. Lima is just my mother's side of the family's last name, which is also my middle name. And if anybody can guess if I'm pronouncing it Lima, and it looks like it's spelled Lima, I should tell you, yes, my mom's from Brazil and I'm part Brazilian. And no, I don't speak Portuguese, so don't ask. You know, just like I leave my Facebook link, it's more for, it used to be for the website, now it's kind of got family and friends. Go ahead, I'll befriend you. You know, if you want to get to know me, or you want to be able to get a hold of me. Thing about Twitter, though, I gave you my Twitter link. Yeah, I'm not a big Twitter fan. It's there mainly back for when I was doing websites, really into the social networks. I don't even like Facebook, to be honest with you. And I kind of like my own websites or other websites that I'm part of, which has kind of been a dying breed with the certain website that we all started on, a group of us started on. You know, they jacked prices, now they changed everything. Half the stuff we got before we no longer can get. You guys know how it goes. It's all about money. They don't care about us. It's just, you know, another thing she did that was brought up in that stream. I don't know if I covered it. Yeah, I did. About face, you know. No, I didn't cover this part. Okay. Now, I have a partner verified account with YouTube. So yes, there is a fund me on my page. Just like I see a lot of people I go to, there's a fund me on their page. Yeah, make sure you do your research on everybody. Do your research on me. Yes, I may have a partner verified account. I am showing my real picture. As you guys seen in the stream, I turned the cam on. But I'm not asking you for money. I don't care. If you want to support me, good. Cool. I can use it for software to be able to do better streams. If not, I'm not asking. Every website I've had donates. Never ask. It's just there for anybody that wants to. Because it does help out. But there are some people out there like Dabu and them, Be Rich. They go out and actually report live stream from places, protest events. Those guys are legit, real, and could use the funding. I know I've watched them try before to raise because they want to be able to go out and be able to go at a moment's notice. These are the people we should be supporting because they're bringing us the truth. And like I said, I've been watching Dabu for a year, 2 years now. I mean, he covers everything. I mean, I'm not working, so I can't afford to donate, or else I would have, or would. But I can help in other ways by reaching an audience that they don't normally get a hold of. And it's just little things like that that helps. It gives us a place to go to actually keep up on real news, and that's important. Keep up on the truth. You know, like I said, I'm not going to be one that jumps in here all the time if something happens right away. I like fact-checking before I even open my mouth. Like I said, I've been a victim of slander before. And I don't want to be the one that reports something and gives all of us a bad name, because it does happen. But I want to be the one that informs you of those people and informs you of how to protect yourself against false media. You know, like I said, I'm not using the term PG. I'm using the term PG for a reason. Because every time I've actually said it, my streams went all to hell. You know, used it on Facebook, had my account banned for a week. Which, that kind of pissed me off. You know, supposedly we have freedom of speech, but yet, you know, we don't. We have it as far as they let us have it. And that's something that also should stop. You know, like I said, just we need to push the corporate out of our country. And we need to hold the Supreme Court accountable for the law they passed, and said that corporate America is not liable to our Constitution because they are not, they're a corporate business, not, and how was it worded? They're not an individual. Basically, they're an entity. So therefore, the Constitution doesn't apply. Bullshit. If you work in our country, you have a business in our country, our laws apply to you. Go do that in some other country and see what happens. Oh yeah, we'll get locked up, the key thrown away, if not dead. Our Supreme Court has failed us. I mean, they got a few things right. I mean, I'm all for LBGT, so I know it's going to offend some people, but we don't live in the Stone Age. We've been persecuted and divided long enough. You know, we got to respect each other. The whole purpose about being an American, living in this country, is freedoms. Free to be who you want to be, what you want to be. But yes, I agree that there's some lines that can't be crossed. I'm sorry. Men and women's bathroom should be men's and women's bathroom. Shouldn't be one bathroom for everybody, no. I don't have kids, but if I ever had kids, I'd be damned if I let my kids go in there in a bathroom that's for everyone. You just open the door for pedophiles and pervs, which brings us back to PG again. You know, and there's some good articles out there on that. I think it was it Dabu or Be Rich? It was one of those guys. Like I said, go through their videos. They posted about missing people. The statistics they found will stagger you. So yes, there's some truth there that we need to be investigating, because some of these states shouldn't have the missing persons that they have. I mean, we're talking about children. And, you know, easy fact check, go to the websites. You know, not like everything there. You know, media's getting notorious for removing certain articles that they may have posted. Oh yeah, we slipped up. You know, or altering the numbers. I mean, prime example of best altered numbers and the biggest media lie. Clear up to the president that lies about it. The unemployment rate is that it keeps going down. Oh, of course it keeps going down. In truth, we don't want, you guys don't want to know what the true unemployment rate is, because it's through the roof. Because they don't count the people who's no longer eligible for welfare once the program drops, or people that go through temp agencies get a job, and a lot of jobs, especially here in Ohio, well, they'll just kick you out the door before you work. They'll let you work 2 weeks, kick you out the door, let you work up until that point where they actually have to hire you. then kick you out the door so you can't be eligible for benefits. So therefore, you're back on the street unemployed, and it don't affect the number. The number keeps going down when in actuality it's through the roof. Biggest lie they've ever told us. They've been telling us for 8 years, 9 years now, 10 years maybe. You know, it's just like the election thing. This year, I think, was the first time, no matter what your political views are, that's something else we need to get over. It was an ugly election. The media did its job. They managed to divide us to where we're still arguing about it. It doesn't help we got Jill Stein out there right now trying to keep it going. You're not helping, lady. Go sit down and shut your pie hole. Seriously. You're making things worse. You're just keeping this country divided. You're stirring the fire. I mean, Michigan. That's all I got to say. No way can those ballots have been even hacked. Nothing connected to them plugs into the internet. Nothing plugs into them. They're just photocopied, and it's recorded. So that kills your argument right there. Yes, in the past, I believe there's been a bunch of voter fraud. We know there's voter fraud in California. All the illegals. But wait, they just went off what Obama told them. Go ahead and vote. I think will come to your door looking for you because you voted. I mean, you know what Congress should be doing right now? Instead of doing nothing, they should be impeaching his ass just for that alone, because that goes against their Constitution. So does the can't remember the term, where these cities are allowing its safety, amnesty. No. Violates our federal laws. You know, that's another thing. Read up on your history. Read the Constitution. Reread your Constitution and Bill of Rights. You know, hey, brush up on your legislation branches. Brush up on what you can do as a group of people. You can get your senators out of office if they're not doing what you elected them to do. Start holding those congressmen accountable. They hold an office of trust. Guess what? If a doctor violates his Hippocratic oath or does something, gets nailed for malpractice, he loses his license and can't hold an office of trust. Same way with lawyers. Once they get barred, they can no longer hold an office of trust. Our congressmen are no different. Our president's no different. Neither is the Supreme Court. They're all accountable to an office of trust. And, fact check that. Relearn your history, because I tell you what, our kids aren't being taught the right history. They're not being taught the same thing I was taught when I went to school. Those are the issues we should be focusing on. We should stop arguing amongst ourselves about who's right or wrong. That's always been the big problem. That's the biggest divide in religion. Even in the pagan community that I'm from, we're always arguing about who's right or wrong. Get over it. We should be learning from each other. We should be out there telling, this is what we do. We don't do being called satanic evil. We don't sacrifice kids. What's a kid? And don't get me wrong. Like I said, there's a bad apple on everyone. There is some people that will do that, and they'll blame it on religion. I mean, look at all the pedophilia that happens in the Catholic Church. It's happening in other churches. It's a two-way street, guys. Like I said, there's a bad seed, bad apple in every group. We need to quit blaming each other or each other's beliefs just because of one bad apple or a few bad apples. We need to stop letting corporate elites run us and tell us we don't have no rights. Because guess what? They got the same damn rights, the same laws apply to them. The only thing they got over us is money. Why? Because they keep raising the prices of things, so we have to work harder. Basically, yeah, you want to call it what it is, we've become slaves. We're like lambs before the slaughter to them. You know, other things you guys can do to fact check things is what are some other tools for fact checking? Like I said, you got your government websites, you got your laws, and like I said, follow your links. Follow the links. Type it into Google search or whatever browser you're using. Yeah, I seen somebody. I was just recently here on Facebook or YouTube that they were promoting Start Page. I'm going to look that up, but there for a while, Start Page was the thing to use, but I heard otherwise a year ago or 2 years ago. I ended up getting rid of it off my computers because it was a virus. A lot of people hack your stuff, so anybody's got Start Page, you might want to do some research on that. And if anybody remembers anything, send me the information so I can actually do it, or I'll fact check it. Well, I got a live stream I'm doing tomorrow, but I'll fact check it this week and repost on it. But like I said, there's something else for all you guys web designers or guys that are good with creating apps and stuff. Start thinking about the apps that could help us fact check things, help us be able to stream right to our website. But I don't want to encourage. I want to encourage that, but I also want to keep encouraging guys to stay on YouTube. You know, we got our Constitution, and they need to abide by it. We have the right to free speech, and we also have the right to be reporting people that are really putting false media out there, like CNN. They've been caught so many times it's not even funny. You know, and like whoever this dude was that was talking about in that live stream that got this whole thing started with me going live stream when I wasn't going to. You know, and like I said, support these people that you know are legit. After you watch their streams a little bit and did a little research on them, talk to other people, but just don't blindly support them because looks like they're telling the truth. Like I said, the links I've given you here on this one, these guys support. There's other ones out there that I've listened to that as I do Truth Portals, I'll add them in. These are the ones you want to support. I'm not asking for it because, hey, I don't really care. If I need something, I'll figure out my own way to get it. Or I'll go build somebody a website for something, That's like I said, we all got little gifts, we all got our little nicks and knacks. With other people's chat, show them respect. Just like me, you're going to see I follow a lot of Christian people that stream because they put out good facts. Okay, let me explain this another way. You got to be able to take somebody's beliefs and ego and be able to put it aside and listen. Have an open mind when you listen to something. And if they say something you don't like, ignore it. Don't go in there and bash them. Because if they're reporting the truth, you're there for a reason. It's drawing you there every time, like I do with Alex Jones. When he starts going on his little rants and bashing, after speaking out of the side of his mouth with things he don't know, I just tune him out. I'll shut him down, not watch him for a month or two or a year. I'll just go to the website, read the articles where I don't have to hear him. I won't watch CNN, period. I'll occasionally tune into Fox, local news, but I fact check the stuff. You've got to. In this day of age, we got to fact check everything and research everything. And that's been the problem. We stopped. We started taking for granted. I come from the day and age where, internet was fairly new in the 90s. We were brought up, taught, hey, local newspaper, your local news. They investigated, they brought you the truth. Not so much, as we find out. But I was also taught in school how to research, how to fact check. And I was also brought up and raised to question everything. That's what we need to do, question everything. This turned out to be a long rant that I didn't mean to do. I meant to come on here and show you a little resources like that little Broadcastify for scanners. Like I said, CBs, you can tune in to state. Like me, I base CB when we had it here. I was able to listen to chatter on the turnpike, emergency stations. Little tools like this help. It also helps, getting to know some of the streamers out there that are bringing the truth. Get in their chats, chat with them. Don't be dicks. Don't send them hate mail. Just listen, interact. Like I said, when I seen some of the stuff that was being brought up, people asking, well, how do I know what's being told is true or not? Well, yeah. I kind of typed in there a few things here and there. I just do a live stream because a lot of stuff was getting brought up. If somebody claims something that, just don't sound right, or, one, there's a blizzard going on in North Dakota right now, so that you're showing I guess they were showing pictures of people sudden, yeah, that wasn't happening. But I also have the advantage of I know somebody that's there. And I went and checked his post after hearing about it. Oh, he don't got nothing. I know if something happened, he'd have something posted. So, follow his Twitter account. That's the thing. You find these streamers, find their links, find their websites. I know Dabu 77 has a website, the Underground World News. I'm not sure what Enter the Stars is, but he's got a website. You can find it in his video links on his page here. That's another thing. Subscribe to these guys. But not only that, when they're live streaming or they're streaming something that you think needs to get out there, share it, like it. I'm kind of bad on the like button, and I'm trying to hit it more often. But I always, something's interesting, like tonight, I shared that stream. I usually share everything Dabu posts. The PG thing, not so much because it goes to Facebook, and I got banned the last time I did that. So, that's like I said. I think there's truth there, but I'm not going to be the one to do the research. But you guys are researching, got some questions on the signs and symbols and stuff, I'll help you out there. Because it is, to me, it found what research I did, yeah, it's sick. And you just keep on going. It's like going down the rabbit hole. Except for this rabbit hole is scary. And I believe there's truth there. But I also believe it might be something that they're going to use against us as live streamers, saying, hey, you were reporting this. You're false media. And that's kind of what I know that's really what got him gone. Or people are trying to back away from it. No. The people they're good at, let them research it. You guys, our job is to share that information with others. If you don't want to research it. But yeah, if anybody came from my stream, I gave him grief, you can remove yourself. Like I said, if I ever find out any of my stream people that follow my stream and your chats and bash, let me know. Because I do have an issue with that. Just because my beliefs and practices, I expect everybody to treat everybody equally. Don't argue about who's right or wrong. I'm so sick of that. There's enough division in this world. We should be mending those divisions, and we should be educated, especially goes up to the pagan community. You guys should be educating. Every time you hear somebody say it, don't go off the handle. But do a stream or do a blog. This is what we're about. You guys are your own worst enemies because you hide behind your goddamn vows and secrecies and silence. One, half you guys don't even know what secrecy and silence mean. It's not what you think. I will cover that. These old ancient vows that actually, like I said, silence and secrecy mean completely different thing than 90% of you guys out there are saying. Because why? Oh, I mean, you figured we'd learn our lessons through the crusade or through the persecutions and witch hunts. But that's the other thing to the other group. Remember, every Christian that's here in the United States, unless you're a Catholic, so the Catholics can be excluded from this group. So can the Jews. And we all came to this country fleeing religious persecution. Your religions all started here. All because we were free thinkers, most of us. This includes both sides now. Pagan, heathen, heretic, take it down to its roots, or just all meant free thinkers the Catholic Church opposed. Free thinkers is the downfall of religion. Because what is religion? It means to control the masses. I like to call it spiritual because that's what it is. You remove the dogma, and there's a lot of truths in the Bible, guys. There's a lot of truths in a lot of other texts out there. You just got to take away the parts that's meant to control you and put fear in you. You know, I believe in duality. There's a dual purpose in everything. You look at nature. There's a duality there. God shows a duality. I believe that God is. My belief on God is simple. I believe what the Bible says. You can never perceive or contemplate Him. But the one thing it does throughout the whole Bible, it shows a duality. Just like, people talk about words. But yeah, a word, in the beginning, He created the word. It was speech. Spoken word. We all have the power of our voices, and we don't have the time to use it. So, to each and all of you, I hope I made some sense in this. I hope you guys, get an understanding of what you need to do to fact check some things, research, some tools out there that you can use. And I'd like to think of some other ones because I know there's a bunch I'm missing. I'll do it. Jump on live stream and just do it real quick. I'll show you them. Like I said in the previous video, I showed you how to use it. Your Google search, how to use government.org, how to view executive orders. I mean, like I said, I'm going to try to keep the religion out of this section. It's cool to believe in things. We all got to believe in something. I mean, in the end, we're not going to know who's right or wrong until the day we die. And it shouldn't be about who's right or wrong. It should be about a bunch of us coming together, being able to talk, teach each other. It should be about our values, how we present ourselves, how we live our lives. That should define us. Does this person keep his word? I'm big on that. If you can't keep your word, or you tell me you're going to do something, and you don't let me know you change your mind, you keep doing it, I'm not going to have nothing to do with you. Because, in the end, all I got is my word. That's why I'm big on making sure I fact check things before I bring it out. I'm also big on telling you guys, fact check what I say. If I say something wrong, bring it to me so I can correct it. Or so I can go to somebody else, hey, can you fact check this after, make sure, so I can actually bring you the right information. And we should be holding each other accountable for that. I'm glad what Agent of the Truth brought tonight, because it brought up something to realize. Like I said, Agent of the Truth, check out his channel, believe it in the description. Be Rich, iCitizenNews, Dabu 77, Earth to Stars. Check his station out. These guys, like I said, they're awesome. They bring you good things, and there's a lot of other ones. Lisa Haven, BP Earthwatch. Don't be afraid to search things, but don't take everything at face value. Always question, always research. Like I said, if somebody brings out a news, pop up a scanner, listen to the scanner a little bit. Find that area, like I said, Broadcastify, awesome thing. Or if you own a scanner, turn it on. You own a CB, turn it on. Well, a CB, yeah, you got to have to reach out other areas. My base CB used to be able to reach out clear to Texas. Ham radio. There's people go and do broadcasts on ham radio. Like I said, there's a bunch of tools out there. I know some of that stuff's prepper stuff, but yet it has everyday actually has an everyday use. How many people are, there's something nobody's asked. How many people at Del Apple got ham radios? It's an Indian, a bunch of Indian reservations, Indians. I'm sure somebody there's got is a ham radio operator. There's just stations we can tune in to keep up live, and that's the other thing about that. Stuff I've seen throughout the day yesterday on the news. I haven't had a chance to fact check it all. We don't dare forget what happened out there, nor do we want to just, okay, it's over, they won, and just leave, walk away, and not pay attention. That's also a bunch of our problems. We listen to what they say, and we know they lie, and they'll come in there when everybody's gone and do what they want. No, we got to stay on top of these things, especially stuff like that. And like I said before, hey, they can use some help out there. Bitter cold. Like I said earlier, they're blizzard-like conditions. They need supplies, firewood, food. If you know people in that area, see if they got PayPal accounts and you can send them some money. Do it so they can keep supplies coming in. And like I said, like certain people, once you get to know them, know their streams, they're legit, they're telling you the truth. If they got a fund me on their page, go fund them. Or if they've got or like I think Dabu's used it. I know I've used it a couple times. GoFundMe. I haven't personally used it. I use it for anybody that's watched my streams. I do personal journeys. A lot of the people we talk to, they got their stuff set up, like Kailey Lewis, who I've been doing for personal journeys this month. Real close friend. She's got a GoFundMe page. She was involved in a head-on collision. She's got a kid, and yeah, anybody that's heard the streams, the whole scenario. She was not going to be able to work for a while, and she was a bartender, so at Applebee's, but she didn't, trust me, she didn't make much money. She made enough to get by, and it's people like that, people I know. She has a heart of gold. She'd give you a shirt off your back. People like that I support. So that's how I, go to her GoFundMe page, Kailey Lewis. I'll leave the link. show her support. Her goal is 10K. You don't need more than that. You know, especially now it's Christmas. She's finally home. But it was bad. From what I've read, been told. And she's going to need a bunch of rehab, therapy to get back on her feet before she can even work. She's got a 5-year-old kid. The holidays. If you're looking for a good cause, there's another good cause. People I linked in here, that's a great cause too, especially without doing them. Be rich. You know, they've been trying to get set up to where they can become more of a news operation, be able to have boots on the ground whenever something happens. But that takes money. That takes people donating. And these are the type of people I like to support. The only way I can support anybody right now is by doing these streams and putting their names out there. Go check out their page, like them, subscribe them. You know, like their videos. Hey, if they've got ads on their videos, click on those ads. Because it generates funding to their streams. If they've got a partner verified or a verified account, partner verified account like mine. So there's ways we can help. They might not, you know, I know I'm the same way. I hate clicking on those little streamer ads. But it does help them. I mean, it's not much, but it does help. Oh yeah, you guys don't be dicks about it. Don't load your fucking streams up with them. I hate that. I'm sure a bunch of people do. I hated the fact that YouTube started that. You know, put one in the beginning, one at the end, that's cool. Have one that pops up as when you first come on, that's cool. Don't put 30, 50 of them on there. That's ridiculous. You only need 3. And 3 is probably too much for some people. Like I said, fact check. Check out other resources for way to fact check. The way to, and like I said, there's tons of stuff. I know there's tons of stuff I'm not even thinking about or haven't thought about. You know, our phones allows us to record, live stream. I couldn't live stream for mine, but mine's cheap. But I can still record video. If I see something happen, I can sit there and record it. Come back, upload it, or send it to somebody that I know. It's got an audience, like one of these guys, so they can get it out there. You know, that's how we spread the news, spread the truth. We just need to be on top of things. But yeah, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got to be up at 7. So I am going to end this stream. I wish you guys all a good night. Thank you for watching it. If you like what you heard, subscribe. Like the video, share the video. If you didn't like what you heard, well, don't watch it. Like I said, I have stuff on my stuff that probably is not going to cater to a bunch of people. I'm pretty sure some of the names I listed off, they probably won't watch my stream to begin with, because some of my views and ideas and beliefs doesn't stop me from watching theirs or supporting theirs. I'm not playing into that game of the division. Who's right, who's wrong. I'm going to set my ego to the side, my views and beliefs, keep an open mind, and learn, which is what I would ask that you all do. Well, thank you. You guys have a good night.